Okay, good afternoon team. You will have seen the title of this video already. As always, I am ready and professional. This is the reading vlog for my 24-hour Patreon readathon, which is the F1 readathon. If you don't know what it's about, it is a Formula One based readathon. Anyone can take part, whether you're a Formula One fan or not. You can take part. It's very, very simple. But it is this weekend, so I do have some plans. I am starting mine a bit earlier. It was supposed to be all day Saturday, but I'm starting mine a bit earlier and we're starting on Friday. I was supposed to be starting at 2, but I have been hanging out with Jade a little bit, so it is late now. It's almost 3:30, so I'm going to start 3:30 instead. Tomorrow I will be finishing a bit earlier. That won't get quite the 24 hours, but it's fine. It's no bother. So I wanted to give you a rundown on what I'm planning on reading. So my first book, not that I'm going to start because I want to start off with a manga to give myself a boost, but the main book that I'm going to be reading is The Adventures of Amina al-Sirafi by Shannon Chakraborty. This went on a poll, so basically the way I do these readathons is we pick a different track for each of the readathons. This time we are in Montreal in Canada, and the track is named after an old F1 driver, and basically each of the prompts are the same for every single race apart from a track specific race, and you get points for the Readers' Championship, which is essentially what we're doing. So the track-based prompt for this readathon is to have a book with a name in the title, because of the name of the track. And for this one, obviously I've gone for Amina. I did do a poll for this because, again, one of the prompts is a poll pick, and my patrons did pick this one for me. I had the Rainbow Grey series on there. I had a light novel on there and a couple of other books. Logan Foster, The Unforgettable Logan Foster book 2 on there. Can't remember what the other one was. Might have been Starfell Willow Moss, I'm not sure. So they did pick The Adventures of Amina al-Sirafi for me, which is a chunky book. I have the audiobook. It's 16 hours 59 minutes long, so it's going to take me a portion of time to get through this, but this is my main priority. And this one says, a pirate of infamy and one of the most storied and scandalous captains to ever sail the seven seas. I believe that Amina is actually an older woman. She has children or a child, and basically she has survived backstabbing rogues, vengeful merchant princes, several husbands, and one actual demon to retire peacefully with her family into a life of piety, motherhood, and absolutely nothing that hints of the supernatural. But when she's offered a job no bandit could refuse, she jumps at the chance for one final adventure with her old crew that will make her a legend, and offers a fortune that will secure her and her family's future forever. Yet the deeper Amina dives, the higher stakes, for there's always risk in wanting to become a legend, to seize one last chance at glory, to save just a bit more power, and the price might be your very soul. So I'm really excited about this one. I've heard great things, so that is my main priority for this 24-hour readathon. And then I do also have a couple manga. So I've got Solo Leveling Volume 3. I did read Volume 2 yesterday, which is in my normal weekly reading vlog, and I absolutely loved it. So I do want to continue on with this, and this is going to be my first read that I pick up for today. This is like an RPG type manhwa, sorry, and because it's coloured and we read it like you would read what I would call a normal book, so you read it in the normal fashion. So yeah, really enjoying this one so far. Fell in love a little bit with Jinwoo yesterday, so I'm very excited to continue on with his story and having a very good time. Basically he goes into campaigns and stuff, and he's fighting creatures and leveling up, and there's different things going on. Really enjoying this one so far. And then I also have Fruits Basket Volume 1 as well, which I did start last night. I got to page 55 even. Apparently we're counting twos now. 55. This is a manga, and it is a very soft manga essentially, and we are following our main character Toru, who is a plucky high schooler, but her life has turned to tragedy. She's now living in a tent. Unfortunately for her, the pitch she's Unfortunately for her, she's pitched her new home on private land belonging to the mysterious Shoma clan, and it isn't long before the owners discover her secret. But as Toru quickly finds out when the family offers to take her in, the Shomas have a secret of their own. When embraced by the opposite sex, they turn into the animals of Chinese zodiac. I'm really excited to give this one a read. It is chunky. Whether or not I actually get to this one, I'm not sure, but my main priorities are Solo Leveling Volume 3 and Amina. So hopefully I get to those two. Hopefully I'll actually finish this one as well, but we'll see what happens. But my first book is going to be Solo Leveling Volume 3. As far as the prompts are concerned, we do have Lights Out and Away We Go, which is to start reading. You get a point for. This is it's a manhwa, so for fast lap, graphic novel, comic, manga, you get a point for. And then I'll finish the book, so you get a point for that. Overtake. This is 315 pages or so, I think. I did a count earlier. So this will be a medium tire, so that's 6 points, between 300 and 500 pages. So yeah, and if it's a 5-star read, we'll get pole position, which is 9 points as well. So looking forward to this one, and that's what I'm going to dive into right this second. So let's go.
Don't feel anxious, don't feel shame. If there's a question, it can't wait another day. Don't feel like it's all in vain. I try to remember, it ain't a race. Breathe out, it doesn't matter anyway. Breathe in, it's about happiness in the air. Take it slow, watch the road, stop driving myself insane. The end of the day, you got me in to go dreaming. You got me in to go dreaming. You got me in to go dreaming. It's just this feeling that I'm letting go. Don't feel anger, don't feel rage. If there's an answer, it can't wait till another day. Don't regret making mistakes. There's no need, it's just a game. Breathe out, it doesn't matter anyway. Breathe in, it's about happiness in the air. Take it slow, watch the road, stop driving myself insane. The end of the day, you got me in to go dreaming. You got me in to go dreaming. You got me in to go dreaming. It's just this feeling that I'm letting go.
Okay, hello. I don't know how long we've got until this dies, because this battery is dying and my other one was dead and I forgot. So I'm going to try and make this quick, but I do have a couple of updates. My sprints are starting in 10 minutes, so it's 10 to 7 now. I didn't start reading at, what time did I say I was going to start reading? 2. I didn't quite start reading when I said I was going to. So I have read Solo Leveling at Volume 3. I gave this one 4 stars, 4.5 if I gave half stars. Really enjoying this series and having a great time with it. I would love to continue reading this right now, but I have in fact moved on to Amina, and I have made it to the 100-page mark just. So I'm on chapter 7, 100 pages in. I'm really enjoying this so far. The audio narration's fantastic, because on occasion Amina's talking to someone else and she kind of like turns away from the mic almost to talk to the other person. It's like she's having an argument midway through talking to us, which I'm really enjoying. But she has now been given the quest, and she is kind of making her rounds trying to get her crew and her ship back, and I'm really enjoying this so far. I'm intrigued to see where it goes and what happens. I'm really hoping that once we're on the ship, the seafaring element of it isn't too bad, because I have severe seasickness and do get secondhand seasickness from books. I've had it with Fable by Adrian Young, and I had to DNF the book despite the fact that I was really enjoying it. So I'm hoping that's not the case in this one. Fingers crossed I will be okay. But I am going to keep an eye on that without trying to overthink it too much. But yeah, so far really enjoying this one, and I am going to continue on with it into this evening. I would love to get like halfway through. I don't know whereabouts that would be, but like maybe here. If I can get past that, that would be great, and then I don't have as much to read tomorrow. But yeah, really enjoying this so far. Just wanted to come on, give you a very quick update, but that is basically the update. So I'm gonna go before this battery dies and I get cut off, and get myself ready for sprints, and I'll check back in with you when I have another update for you. Finished sprints with patrons. It's 20 to 1 and I'm about to go up to bed, but I wanted to come on and give you a quick update of how far I've managed to get through my book this evening. I am here. I have made fantastic progress. I'm really proud of myself. Page 340, so I have bang on 2 hours of the audiobook left of Amina, and I'm really enjoying this. I did just end on very much so a shocking point, and I'm not too happy about it. I would love to carry on listening to this, but I am really tired and I do need to go to bed. I'm going to be up again in the morning reasonably early, especially for a Saturday for me anyway. Reasonably early to have a shower before sprints start at 10 o'clock. So yeah, that's my plan, but really enjoying this, having a great time. I just love being back with Shannon's writing, and I'm really enjoying these characters, especially Amina. She's great. So having a really good time with this and really enjoying myself. The seafaring hasn't been too much, which is great news, and yeah, just having a great time. So that is my plan. When sprints have had like 5 or 6 minutes left to go and I wasn't going to get through another chapter, I have been picking up Fruits Basket. So I've made a little bit more progress in this, but not too much. So I'm now up to chapter 3. I've read one more chapter, so I'm on page 85 now. I am actually going to take this up to bed with me, because I always end up waking up a little bit when I get ready for bed and go upstairs and like turn the house down and stuff. So I'm going to take this up with me just in case I do feel the need to, you know, I've woken up a little bit and I feel the need to try and make myself doze off again. So I might read a little bit more. I might read another chapter or 2 of this when I get up to bed. We'll see. But yeah, my plan is to finish Amina tomorrow. I don't think I'm probably going to finish this tomorrow, which is a shame, but we'll see. But yeah, that is my plan. So I'm really happy with my progress and really happy with how things have gone today with this readathon. I do wish I was a bit further into Amina, I'm not going to lie. It makes me a little bit anxious that I am going out at 2 o'clock tomorrow, so I will be ending this at 2 p.m, even though I only started at 3:30 today. But it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. So yeah, I'm going to get myself off to bed and I will see you in the morning.
Cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye. Nobody's losing. Faces merge and change, but your face remains the same. The swallows will be here by dawn, and when we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt.
Good afternoon. It is currently 1:45 on Saturday, and I'm here to give you an update and kind of wrap up the F1 Readathon portion of this video. I'm going to carry this video on into the weekend. I've got a couple bits going on over the weekend that might be nice to add into this video. So and there is a book that I haven't yet finished, so I will try and finish that as well for this video. But I did finish The Adventures of Amina al-Sirafi by Shannon Chakraborty. I finished this about 50 minutes ago. I have been just importing footage and deciding whether or not to make this one big week vlog video or to turn this into a weekend vlog, and I've decided to turn it into a weekend vlog. So that is my plan. I currently have 5.5 minutes left on this sprint to give you this update. So I did finish this one. I've given it 5 stars. I didn't enjoy this as much as the Daevabad trilogy, but I loved it nonetheless. Loved the writing style. Amina is fantastic. So Amina is an older woman and she's very well known in this area of the world, and she is a pirate. Basically, she used to man a ship or woman a ship, whatever you want to call it, and she had a crew and everything, and she ends up being dragged back into it all. She kind of just lives at home with her mum and daughter right now, and she's living a very normal, mundane life, but struggling for money, and she kind of gets dragged back into it with this adventure to try and find this missing girl. A daughter of one of her crew members previously. So she ends up taking the job on because it comes with a lot of money, and she gives it 4 months, and she ends up finding herself in some very wild situations, and it's just fantastic. I love the elements of the seafaring in here that did not give me seasickness, thank fuck, and also the different kind of creatures and monsters that she comes across in here. I love the crew, her best friend, her daughter as well, but I just loved Amina, and I really enjoyed the audiobook. Would recommend the audiobook. There are sections in here where at the beginning of chapters and stuff she gets interrupted by someone called Jamal, who's kind of like narrating the story portions of the tales intertwined within the story. And she has conversations with him, and it's done so well, the narrator kind of like moves her mouth away from the mic and has a conversation with Jamal, and it's just very clever, and I just like the way that that's been done in the audiobook. So yeah, really enjoyed this. I think it's a great start to a new series, and I'm very excited for it to continue, and I had a fantastic time. Shannon's done it again. She's knocked it out of the park. So I'm really hyped for this to continue. I now actually really want to pick up The River of Silver, is it called? Yeah, The River of Silver, which is the collection of short stories from the Daevabad trilogy, like from the Daevabad series. So I kind of really want to pick that up now, and then I'll have read everything that she's written. But loved this, 5 stars. So for the F1 Readathon, oops, I haven't counted up my points yet. I do need to do that, and I will let you know by the end of this video how many points I did get. But for the F1 Readathon, I did read Solo Leveling Volume 3, and then I did read The Adventures of Amina al-Sirafi, which I had a great time with both of these. This was a 4.5, this was a 5-star, and yeah, really good reading so far. And then the other book that I did get partway through was Fruits Basket Volume 1, and I did get to page 144 in this one. So I do still have a ways to go, and I will try and finish this by the end of this reading vlog, so that I can give you my thoughts and rating on it. But so far this kind of gives me like Dreaming Sun vibes, but with magical elements to it. and I'm really enjoying it, and it doesn't give me the ick as much either as Dreaming Sun did. I did obviously enjoy Dreaming Sun. I thought it was a great palette cleanser, but most of them got 3 stars except for the last one that got 4. But I am enjoying this one a lot more. I enjoyed the zodiac element to it and all of that good stuff. So having a really good time with this one, and I do think I'll try and locate the rest of the collector's editions so that I can continue on reading this. But yeah, having a great reading weekend so far. I am going to be going out when I finish this sprint with my patrons. Bolton Wanderers are playing today, and it is the first leg of the playoffs in order for them to try and get into the championship and be promoted from League One. So I'm really hoping that we win. My mum's actually gone to the game. She's a season ticket holder. So I'm really hoping we win. It's a glorious day outside, so I'm actually kind of glad to be going out and spending the day out, like the rest of the day out. So that's good news. Tomorrow I am going meeting my best friend Laura, my other best friend to Jade, obviously, who actually lives not too far away from Jade, ironically enough. But I am going meeting her and her mum tomorrow with my parents, and I haven't seen her in what feels like forever. I haven't seen her mum in forever. It's been such a long time. But yeah, very excited to see her tomorrow. So there will be some clips from that, I'm sure. And yeah, then I will spend the rest of the evening, I suppose, chilling and finishing Fruits Basket. And I still have just over an hour of Jade War to finish as well at this point. So I will probably finish that and put it in the week vlog, a clip for my wrap up for that, so that my thoughts are in there instead of splitting it up into this weekend vlog as well. So yeah, that's everything. That is my update. I am ready to go out. I have 30 seconds left, so I'm gonna bounce. But yeah, that is the update as far as the F1 Readathon is concerned. The weekend, the vlog will continue now into the rest of the weekend, and I shall check back in with you when I've got something else to tell you. Good afternoon. It is now Monday, and I'm here to wrap up the weekend reading vlog and tell you what points I got for the F1 Readathon as well. So I did read Solo Leveling Volume 3, and I got 6 points for this one. So not too many points, but I got 6 nonetheless. And then I did read The Adventures of Amina al-Sirafi, which I did get 31 points for, because it was the big pointer as well, with the track specific prompt with a name in the title, and also 9 points, which was great for a 5-star read. So yay for that one. And then I did yesterday, when I got home, finish Fruits Basket Volume 1. Obviously not part of the F1 Readathon, so no points for this one, but I did manage to finish it, and I wanted to come on and give you my rating. I did give this one 4 stars, so I did enjoy it more than Dreaming Sun. It does have that thing, the age gap thing in it again, where she's living in a house full of guys. 2 of the guys are in her class at school, but the other guy that kind of runs the household, if you like, is a bit older, and I don't know where this is going to go as far as relationships are concerned. They all seem to have an interest in her. I don't know if it's in a romantic way or whether they're just fascinated by her, I'm not sure. But yeah, there is a little bit of an age gap thing in there again, like there was in Dreaming Sun, but it's not giving me the ick as much this time around. Like in Dreaming Sun, she had a relationship with the guy that was older. She was in high school and he was like 23, so it was really weird. I don't know if this is a general thing in manga anyway, but yeah. So did enjoy this one, 4 stars for this one, and I will be continuing on with it. So I do want to get some more of these collector's editions of Fruits Basket. It was very cute. I love the zodiac element in here. It was fantastic. So really looking forward to continuing on with this one. And then I did manage to therefore finish 3 books just over the weekend, which is nice. And then 2 in the week as well. The weekly reading vlog has already gone up, and I will link it up here if you want to check it out if you haven't done so already. But yeah, seem to have had a reasonably good reading week in general. Of the overall week, the reading weekend was fantastic. So, and it was a really nice, very sociable weekend as well. My social battery was completely depleted last night, and I did need to just kind of chill on my own, watch a little bit of telly, and finish Jade War and Fruits Basket. So, and I then had an early night, well, got in bed reasonably early anyway. So yeah, I am happy with how this weekend went. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I know it's not as long as my vlogs have been recently, but it is just a weekend one, so I hope you have enjoyed it. I didn't get as many clips over the weekend as I thought I was going to, but I did get a quick clip of us yesterday out in the sun in the beer garden meeting with my friend and her mum. So it was lovely. We had a fantastic time. It was so good to see her mum. I think we worked it out. We last saw her about 5 years ago at my granddad's funeral for about 5 minutes, and that's it. The time before that was probably a year or two before that, so it's been ages. And her mum is has been kind of like my second mum since I was 4 years old. So yeah, it's weird not to see them as often as I used to, but every single time we meet up, we've got like a very special connection, our families, and every single time we meet up, it's like no time has passed at all, and it's fantastic. I love it. So I had a really good weekend. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Chat to me in the comments down below. What did you get up to over the weekend? What were you reading? And I shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.